When you look at the representation in Parliament, as the Constitution of Ghana rightly puts it, that from 21 years you can contest and become a member of Parliament. I ask myself, when you look at their biographies, which member of Parliament is 20 within that age bracket, 21 to 25 years or 28? How many people are there? So it tells you that the young minds, the young exuberancy that will have to be there to encourage and attract the younger ones coming in. We are not getting them there. So it looks like you have to grow to a certain level before you can go in there. And the challenge, when you look at it, it isn't that the youth are not interested. We are interested. But looking at our political situation now, it's been monetized.
Okay.
So the monetization of our politics today makes it impossible for some of us to even contest, because nomination forms alone, you can't afford. The amount of money you need to spend to campaign, even for primaries alone, we can't afford. Let alone the main election as against the opposition or the incumbents on the other side. We cannot. So it cripples the youth from taking part, from contesting, unless you have a sponsor somewhere. And when you get that sponsor, it means you have to, be in bed with that person. You have to work for that person. You cannot have your own mind when you get in there. And that is our problem as the youth. Exactly. That is very well affecting us, because it looks more like today, if you have the money, if you have the wherewithal, you can maneuver your way. It is likely for you to become a parliamentarian if you contest, as against the one who have the zeal, the interest of the nation and the constituency at heart, who doesn't have the resources. That person may never get opportunity to enter the parliament house. And so we'll have the fine brains rather being at home, or the underdogs, and those with the money without the interest, without having the people and the nation at heart, rather being in parliament. And so you will not see the effectiveness of our parliament, and therefore the constituents are not able to benefit from their parliamentarians. And this is a fact. I think for us to be able to work on the monetization of our elections, there ought to be a policy document, a strict policy document. I don't know whether it should be led by the executive arm or by the parliamentarians, or a private member bill or something like that. That need to be considered, so that people, because we hear the parliamentarians coming out to mention the total amount of money they used to win election. And I think these are some of the things that when we are able to identify that, when there's a policy, then all those people can be checked or held accountable or liable and put before court. Because once you are doing that, it breeds corruption, because it means you have to corrupt your way in order to make that money to go there.